I am back and it is time for another pregnancy update. In this video, I'm going to be hopefully briefly recapping weeks 14 through 17, which are the first 4 weeks in my second trimester, which I cannot believe that I'm already almost halfway there. Like, it's wild. But I am currently 17 and a half weeks. I've only got 2 more days left of my 17th week. I don't think anything crazy is gonna change or happen. So I'm gonna give you the synopsis. The main reason why this is such a longer video or longer time span of the weeks is because once you hit your second trimester, that's kind of the start of the easy phase, where typically you get more energy, you're not nauseous or experiencing any food aversions, you can eat more normally, you can do more things, have more energy, so there's kind of less to speak on. I have both my pregnancy journal and my app that I track things on to tell you all the deets. So I started my 14th week, my second trimester, July 2nd, and for a couple of days in a row, I did note that I've had some nausea, and that's kind of continued. However, it's been different nausea than people experience, or even I experienced in the beginning. I've been really lucky. I wouldn't even say I had morning sickness. I had a little bit of nausea here and there, but really nothing major. But the nausea that I was experiencing throughout the past couple of weeks is after I ate. So my stomach really didn't like when I ate a traditional breakfast or anything larger in the morning. And that could be something larger like a bagel or some sort of breakfast sandwich or even oatmeal, which is supposed to be very safe. I was not having a good time with that. And it wasn't bad, but it was just that's clearly not sitting well in my stomach. So while peaches have been in season, that's been my kind of fixation lately. And it hasn't even been a craving. I'll talk about cravings and stuff like that. But the peaches have been just a nice, light breakfast morning snack that I can eat that are just delicious. Peaches are my favorite fruit, so I'm taking full advantage of peach season and the fact that I can stomach them. I eat one every day. That was kind of interesting. I feel like my stomach it shrunk in the beginning and then just has stayed super tiny, because another thing that kind of goes with that is that I am not eating a lot. I've mentioned it a billion times. I'm a teacher. I am on summer break now, so I don't have anything to do really. I am just chilling at home doing whatever I would like to do until my husband gets home, and then I cook dinner and we hang out. But I'm not up cleaning a bunch, or I'm not going to a job, I'm not walking around a ton, I'm not exercising. I said at the very beginning, oh, I think it'll be easy to keep on exercising. Yeah, I've just not had the desire to do that at all. Because I'm not really doing anything, I'm not burning any calories or doing anything that requires a lot of energy. So I'm almost never hungry. And I think my stomach knows that. So when I try to eat too much, it's we don't like that. Today when I had lunch, I ate way too much, and I couldn't even swallow the last bite. I had to spit it out because I was just getting that queasy, overfilled stomach feeling, and I had to go lay down after because it was not good. So I have to eat very small quantities. I know that when I go back to work though, it'll be different. I'm way hungrier. I snack throughout the day. So I'm not worried about that now because I know that this is a kind of weird situation. But because I haven't been eating like crazy, I haven't been gaining weight. Now, the scale that we have, Joe has said it seems unreliable, like it might not be calibrated perfectly to give like consistent readings, where like 122 pounds is the same on one day as it is the other. So I might actually be fluctuating, but the scale's fluctuating as well, so it's not accurate. So I'm interested to see what the scale says at the doctor's office to see if I have gained any weight or not. I doubt it though, because I mean, I know when I'm eating, like the quantities I'm eating, and I don't know how I could possibly be gaining weight. I mean, my stomach's growing, I'll show you in a little bit. I've got a teensy little bump working that kind of popped out maybe at like, I said 14 weeks. A tiny bump appeared, just like teensy weensy. And even now it like kind of comes and goes based on how much I ate the previous day, or if I'm really hydrated and almost like bloated versus not. Other than the nausea, I put on here that I've felt pretty good. I've had some mood swings, some like moodiness, but nothing drastic. I have been sleeping a ton, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but like, oh my God. I go to bed at like 10 o'clock and I wake up at like 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock. Like it's nuts. Like I don't know how I can physically sleep that much, but clearly my body needs it. So I'm just sleeping until school comes around, and then I have to wake up at 6 o'clock and we'll be like, okay, this is drastically different, but I'm getting the sleep while I can, because like, why not? My dreams are absolutely insane. I have always had nutso dreams, like my whole entire life. Super vivid, long, extremely detailed, and I always remember them. Like I have dreams that I can vividly remember from, I don't know, like almost a decade ago. And it's like that every single night, and what seems like all night. And I wake up and I'm like, huh, I had that dream, and I had that dream, and I had that dream, and this person was in it, and they were telling me this, and this was happening, and then this person was in it, and this is how I felt when I woke up. And it's like to a level where I don't know how much crazier they can get, because it's like maxed out, right? But I've heard that they get even wilder in the 3rd trimester. So I don't know what that's gonna be like, but right now they're wild enough. Let's check this out. Oh, what I was gonna say in relation to sleeping a lot was that at the beginning of my 2nd trimester, like the first 2 weeks or so, I would say that I didn't have like that classic energy spike that a lot of people do. I would be so exhausted and drained doing absolutely anything. And then I said that, this is how I called it or talked about it, I said Bub would give me a power up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then I would be like, oh, I can make dinner, I can go and walk around, I'm okay. That has stopped, I would say, either last week, like somewhere during week 16, or this week, where I feel a lot better during the day. Like I definitely have more energy. Now we can take a look at this. So I said in week 14, my cravings, Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. Oh yeah, that was hitting the spot hard. Mac and cheese in general, I think I wanted it every day this particular week, and I probably had it 3 times, maybe 4. It was just so good. Yeah, I mean, all the things I just said: mild nausea, fatigue, sleeping 10 to 12 hours each night, breakfast doesn't sit well in my stomach, insane dreams all night long. And we painted the nursery. That was really big. Week 15, I announced baby guns online on Instagram. My cravings, Chipotle. That was a big one. There were like days, several days, where I just wanted Chipotle, and that was it. And it tasted so good, so good. Nachos and ice cream sundaes. I never got my ice cream sundae. That was very sad, very sad. All the same symptoms, really. I said I started cooking again, so I'm feeling more normal, and I really wanted to work on the nursery this week. really got that desire to like get things done. But the starting to cook again was so nice and has been so nice. I feel like a normal person, and that's what Joe says. He's like, yeah, it doesn't really seem like you're pregnant because you're just like normal. Like, I'm cooking dinner every night, I'm planning groceries, I'm able to like do things after he gets home. It's so nice to be able to like cook normal food and not have to worry about what I'm gonna eat, because like everything is okay now. I don't have any aversions. Week 16, I said my cravings, peaches every day. Again, not really a craving, just something I've been eating because I like them. And a mild craving for ice cream. Same other things though, a little bit moody, a couple headaches here and there. We had really bad weather the past couple of weeks, like thunderstorms would pop up, and that always is bad for my head. Luckily, I haven't had any migraines. We're gonna knock on frickin' wood for that one, because I'm not bringing that on. Now, the one thing that is different week 16 and week 17 is that my uterus just feels tighter, and I've felt like growth. Like, I'm not having like cramps, but I'll definitely feel things where I'm like, oh, okay, something's going on in there. It's definitely growing. It feels sensitive in the way that like when I press on it, it's definitely like, yeah, there's something happening in there, you know. I haven't felt baby yet. I am wanting to so bad, and I've gotten to the point where at night I'll lay really still and then kind of like jiggle my belly around and like press to try to agitate bubs so I can maybe feel them, but alas, I have not felt anything. This week I put down my cravings have been, well, I said it's not really a craving, but I'm enjoying nightly brownie sundaes, trying to pack in those calories and they're delicious. I have Joe make them for me because it just makes them taste so much better, and he's such a sweetie and makes them for me every night. I said more energy but still sleeping a ton, starting to wake up to pee. I thought I was gonna get a little bit more time before that really started, but like I don't even drink a lot of water before bed, and I'm waking up, yeah, in the middle of the night or like early morning to go to the bathroom. And I have some stretch marks on my boobs, like right, kind of on the inside actually, like in a slightly weird place where I'm kind of like, are they stretch marks? Is it veining? I'm not quite sure. I think it's stretch marks. I don't really care. It is what it is. There's literally nothing I can do about it, but something interesting to note. So that was pretty much it for those weeks. I mean, nothing groundbreaking really. I will show you my itsy bitsy bump before my camera shuts off. You can kind of see something. I think it's starting to like round out a bit more. Personally, I can see it the most like from the front. Like my belly button is different, and I feel like I just look rounder, but it's like there's really not too much, but little bubs in there. So that's week 14 through 17. We have our anatomy scan on August 3rd, which is in the 18th week. Yeah, a week from today actually. So that'll be a big week. I'll probably do like a whole video just talking about that because that's obviously a big deal. Hope you enjoyed this update. Sorry I didn't keep it that brief, it's kind of long. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.